So we were going to do a video about the foods that we eat when we go camping. We did one a while back and I only showed like a breakfast, lunch, dinner thing, and that was for like a kind of a one day out of the weekend camping trip. Now we have done some where we've been several days camping and people are kind of curious, well, if you don't have electricity, how are you cooking anything? So I'm going to show you some of the foods that we eat or take with us, just give you some ideas. We don't eat the same thing every time we go camping. I try to come up with different stuff. I like a variety of foods, but he could eat peanut butter and jelly for every meal of the day. Not me. So let me show you some of the things that we were eating on this last trip that we took. That was a pretty long trip, like a week long. And you'll get kind of the idea, you know, of some things that you can take with you where you don't have to have a refrigerator for them. You don't have to have electricity to cook them. So let me show you how we do that. All right, so here is one of our breakfast meals. First of all, obviously, one of the first things I have to have in the morning is my coffee. So I had got this, if you watch one of our previous videos, I got this little slow drip, and it actually works really well. And I picked up these cone coffee filters. Jesse grabbed them for me from Walmart, and they were only, how much were they, $2 or something like that for 100 filters, and that was really nice. I totally suggest it. I tried once using that slow drip without a filter, and it was pretty messy cleaning up, so you might want to think about grabbing those little filters. Okay, so here's the breakfast for us. I made biscuits. These are homemade biscuits. I made them before we left the house. I wrapped, after they baked, I let them cool slightly, probably about half cool, and then I wrapped them tightly in cellophane and put them in a bag and pulled as much of the air out of the Ziploc bag that I could so that they stay fresh or fresh-ish. I'm not going to say fresh, for the whole trip. We did have some yesterday already, and they were fine. They were still good. I expect these to still be pretty good. They feel pretty soft. So they do last a little bit. You know, I mean, as we get towards the end of our trip, they're probably going to be a little more on the dry side. But once you add the gravy to them, you really, I don't think, notice. So let's talk about the gravy for a little bit. You can get this at Walmart. It is just canned gravy. It's actually really good gravy. I think they're a little over $1 a can or something like that. But I mean, I have like nothing but, you know, flour, butter, and a little bit of cream, you know, and water in those biscuits, and then that can of gravy. So this breakfast is like a super cheap breakfast. So we just get out our little propane cook stove thing here, burner, and the pan, and put it in there and just heat it, warm it all up real good, and then we just put it all over the biscuits, and voila, there we go, we have breakfast. Okay, so this is lunch. This is an easy lunch because we are just kind of sitting on the side of the road in Seligman, Arizona. So we're just gonna grab some sandwiches. Now, I actually got Spam. Yes, I know, Spam. But that little can of Spam makes like 4 sandwiches. And then we'll have some chips with it. And I just grabbed out our little skillet and I just put it on the burner and warmed the Spam up. And we've got some little condiment packets that I think it was a Love's gas station was so nice to let us grab a few of, and so we're gonna, you know, put that on our sandwiches, and that'll be lunch. All right, so we got dinner time, and we grabbed a box of cheapo noodles. But $1, I don't even know if they're $1 a box now yet. And like $1 canned sauce of Hunt's brand, I believe it was, marinara sauce. Just boil up some noodles, pour that sauce in, mix it up. Even grabbed these little 4-pack of Hawaiian rolls, and that's going to be dinner. Cheap, easy, not a lot of cleanup because, you know, it all fits in one pan for cooking. Alright, another breakfast, and sometimes this is the best option, just because we can grab these. If we're in a hurry to get out of a site, we just grab a couple of those and actually eat them as we're driving. So these are a really good option, and they're like $3 or $4 for the 16 bar box that lasts us for several breakfasts. So that's a good option too. We have another lunch, and this one's a little bit different. It is sandwiches, but we got the peanut butter mixed with jelly, which is awesome because you get your peanut butter and your jelly, but you don't have to worry about refrigerating it. Makes some good halfway healthy sandwiches, and then throw in your unhealthy cheap chips, and you got a nice cheap lunch that you can stop and eat pretty much anywhere. Okay, so here's another dinner idea that we did for this trip. Cheapo box of noodles, cheapo jar of cheese sauce, and a cheapo can of chunk chicken breast. Boil up the noodles, pour in the cheese, and stir in the chicken. And you've got a nice, yummy, cheesy noodle pasta type dish with dinner rolls. So another cheap and pretty easy way to have a meal while you're on the road. Here is another pretty easy meal and not very expensive. Just get you a can of refried beans, warm them up, get you a pack of cheapo tortilla shells, beans, crunch up some Frito corn chips, throw on a little hot sauce, and there you go. You've got a burrito. And it's really quick and really cheap and pretty darn yummy. And I picked this up at, where'd I get this? Walmart in Durango, I think is where it was, in Durango, Colorado. I've never seen this before, so I'm kind of anxious to try it. I'm going to put some on my burritos tonight. Alright, last meal to show you. So I grabbed one of our cans of chicken breast, one of these little packs of Velveeta sauce, and of course we've got some tortillas. Just mix the chicken, drain the chicken, mix it up, pour in the cheese, warm it up, put it on the tortilla, and I'll fold it up, and we have chicken quesadillas. So that makes for a nice lunch or dinner too. So we pretty much just did these meals that you saw in this video for our week-long trip, but we did alternate what we ate, you know, so we weren't eating the same thing at every meal of every day. So, you know, it worked out well for people like me who likes a variety instead of eating peanut butter and jelly every day like Jesse will do. But so that worked out really well for us, and we didn't get hungry. We didn't eat out. We just fixed the food here and saved a whole bunch of money on our trip. So don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when we upload new videos. Hit the like button, and you're more than welcome to share. And we hope to see you again on our next happy adventure.